This is Thriving Thoughts, a podcast that teaches you how to change your thoughts so you can change your life. I'm Dr. Sherri, clinical psychologist turned thought coach. In each 5-minute episode of the Thriving Thoughts podcast, we will discover one lie we believe about ourselves, others, or the world that lures us into a surviving mindset. Then we'll learn the truth that leads us into a thriving thought world. And to bridge the gap between knowing and doing, I'll teach you one practical thought tool you can start to use right away. Consider me your personal thought coach, and each episode your personal thought coaching session. I want you to thrive, to grow, flourish, and prosper. And here's your first truth. If you want to thrive, you have to choose to do the work. The daily deliberate work of changing the way you think so you can change your life. Welcome to the Thriving Thoughts community. Let's get ready to speak truth over the lies so we can thrive in any and every circumstance. In honor of the final episode of Season 6, please accept my gift of a couple of extra minutes in today's episode. Most resolutions fail because we aren't in fact resolute in accomplishing that which we claim to set about. It's not because we aren't serious. It's not because we're flakes. It's because we don't equip ourselves with the right tools. I'm going to take you back to the most life-altering, not goal-achieving, but daily life-altering and fulfilling tool you can use to feel directed, deliberate, fulfilled, and accomplished. That's your compass. Remember mine? Seek wisdom, learn from others, create a message, speak to others, steward myself and my possessions, and play and relax. It's not a to-do list, it's a compass. And when you use a compass to direct your daily steps, you reach a far better destination than you could have planned. I hope you wrote down your own compass points, the things that you want to fill your daily life with so that your overall life is going to be fulfilled. If you didn't, pause this episode right now and do it. I produced 6. You might have 10 or 2. It doesn't matter, so long as once you review the list, you remove anything that you can live without. This list is sacred. Now you have your compass. You have the one tool to help you experience daily, not just at the end of the year, fulfillment. So how do you use it? Well, first, for a compass to work, you have to look at it. And 2 things have to happen for you to be able to look at your compass points. 1, they've got to be written down. I used for myself a string of yellow sticky notes squares and wrote 1 compass point on each one. I didn't write sentences, just single words. So quite literally, my written compass points were seek, learn, create, speak, steward, and play. Then, to ensure they didn't become disconnected, I taped each one to the next, so I had a sticky note vertical ribbon of compass points. You don't need a beautiful vision board or creative space to write your words. In the words of Pink, don't get fancy, just get dancy. Just write them. The second thing you have to do to be able to look at your compass points is to put them somewhere where you will see them every morning, throughout the day, and in the evening. You see, a compass gets you to where you want to go, but only if you look at it. Initially, I hung mine up in my office, and there were days that I didn't go back into my office in the evening and therefore failed to continuously feed my thoughts with my compass points. That's when I often returned to feeling aimless, by the way. I quickly found that having copies of the compass points in other strategic locations was critical for me to consistently practice this step. Looking at your compass isn't enough. You also have to listen to it. If you want it to guide you in the right direction, that is. When you listen to your compass, in other words, you follow its direction, it is freedom, friends. Your compass is going to guide you into doing the next right thing. And it's going to protect you from doing the wrong thing when you listen. Surprisingly, you discover then that you don't have to put in the hard work of setting boundaries so you can focus on what you need to do. Your compass is your boundary setter. When you listen to it, it sets and maintains your boundaries with ease, not with years of practice of saying yes or no. Mindlessly setting boundaries is just one of the benefits of using your own personal compass. Your compass also becomes a reference point for what you want to make space for and what you don't. So if someone asks you, for example, to start a project with them, first, does that project fit with one of your compass points? Okay, so maybe you'll say yes. But second, is that compass point already fulfilled through another project you're doing? If so, you instantly recognize whether or not that thing fits with what you find fulfilling, and two, whether or not you have space for it. This is why you must spend thoughtful energy determining your compass points. They make all the difference in what you do and what you don't do, how aimless you feel or how focused you are, and ultimately how fulfilled or empty your life is. Focus on your process. You'll soon be accomplishing far more than you would have planned, and this time next year, you won't have that familiar haunting voice that says, "You're right back where you were." That's a wrap for Season 6, friends, but before you hit stop, you've got to hear what I have in store for you for Season 7, which launches in just over a week on January 2nd. Yes, you're still going to find valuable information right here twice per week in 5-minute episodes. The theme, however, is dear to my heart, and I know it's going to be to yours as well. In each episode, we'll be exploring one phrase women say to each other that, on the surface, appears to be encouraging, yet upon dissecting it, we'll find are actually detrimental to our identity, self-worth, and confidence. I'll be sharing what to say instead so we can truly be empowered and encouraged women who empower and encourage other women. Leave a review, rate the show, share it with a friend, and have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, friends. I'll see you around the mic on January 2nd. Until then, you know what to do. Speak truth over the lies, and you will thrive in any and every circumstance.